The rich people's house. We have been evacuated from Granduer. Granduer military reach still hasn't extended to our capital, but the front line is slowly moving, and we can only defend. At this rate, there'll be no hope left for us. The time to fulfill my duty as a weapon might be near. I wonder if I could slip myself into the middle of a battle and prey on some soldiers. Be more likely to be hit by straight fire. Granduer's army isn't made of humans. It's composed of ant girls and magical dolls. Even if for the three countries' elites fighting that forces, it might only be a matter of time until Granduer dominates the world. To think they would field an inhuman army. It doesn't seem like a human kingdom. Did they make a contract with some high-level Yoma? Or like they've been taken over. We don't know what happened in Granduer. I feel this war won't end until we learn the truth. You are right about that, Sarah. Even your dog has its own beds and drawers. Why else would there be a fishbone in the drawers? Can't get over that. Although I guess it could have been their room, but still, they have a drawer solely for their dog. Both my father and mother have no guts. They abandoned our homeland. I'll go back to Granduer if it's ever invaded. I'll join the resistance to liberate our homeland. How valiant. You have a noble soul. Just don't die. Alright, the church. Damn you, goddess! Is bullying me that fun? It is! Losing all your money in the casino. I make money! Goddess of the gamble, I believe in you! There's no such goddess. Pray. Welcome to the shabby chapel. What can I do for you? Pray. Shabby? It's not that bad. It's big, at least. I beg you. The next slot. I haven't invested my store's money, so... Fortune is something you grasp by yourself. There's no meaning in praying to gods for it. Now, spend those slots! In a town like this, there are no people offering pure prayers. Everyone's prayers are tainted with greed. How deplorable. I have to write this town down in my smite note. Wait, no, don't smite all of us! Too late! Tell you what, I'll make a deal with you. If you can find 50 good people in this town, I won't smite the whole thing. Could you make it 30? Alright, if you find 30 good people in this town, I won't smite it. How about 10? Alright, if you find 10 decent people, I won't smite the town. Alright, we should be able to find 10 people, right? Right? You see, that's the catch in the story. There were no good people in the town by God's definition. Everyone's a sinner. It's gonna be again. Properly utilizing skills that cause ailments, depending on the enemy's race, they can be very susceptible to them. Even if you can manage with brute force, if you use skills causing ailments, you can beat enemies a rank higher than you. Leave it to my fragrance. Ailments are my forte. My screams are very useful. Yeah, both of you are useful at paralyzing the enemy with terrible sounds and smells. Thanks, man. The usual route to get to Granduer is through the cave north of St. Ilia, then to Port Marley. From there you travel north by ship to reach the Noah region. However, the cave leading to Port Marley is currently blocked. I wonder when ships will start traveling to Noah again. Because of the war, transportation has become pretty awkward. It seems that the festivals of sylph and gnome spirits have grabbed the hearts of the people. Well, if instead of categorically denying them, we instead incorporated them into the church's rituals. In this godless world, the church has to be flexible, or there is no future for it, huh? Well, I mean, a lot of Christian traditions were obtained by cannibalizing pagan traditions. Perhaps because of the war, the Navy has intensified its lockdown. It's harsh on us making a living as pirates. The Navy doesn't belong to any kingdom. It's an organization that acts as sea security. Its role is to keep the high seas safe, so it fights pirates and sea monsters. The one in charge of it is the Admiral. She holds power equal to that of the king or queen. The Admiral was also originally a pirate. Jeez. Acting like some public authority. I'll become a pirate as well and venture in the oceans. I'm not afraid of the Navy. The Navy. They sometimes crack down on predatory monsters. We've been assaulted by some weird seahorses in the past. Indeed she was. She was originally part of Celine's crew. So you say. Merchants are outstanding in a healer role. After all, you can purchase healing items and such at any time inside a dungeon. Of course, it costs money, but since the amount of gold you receive increases with a merchant in your party, that should cover our expenses. Aha! Behold! Now you know my worth! An abacus, huh? There's plenty to enjoy in this town. I guess I'll stay here until I run out of money. Maybe not until you're completely out of money. I'll spend tonight in the casino! I've been waiting for this moment. She sure is energetic. Now, let's spin those slots! Cornelia, you've got a gambling addiction. It's kind of narrow here, or rather, this end is really labyrinthian. It's really hard to crab walk in here, up my leg! Spirits. Succubus. A healer might not be enough. When you fight strong foes, your healing might not be able to keep up. Healing? Leave it to me by all means. I'll do my best. Desert monsters are strong and poisonous. My supply of antidote graphs depletes real quick. We live in a harsh environment. It's natural that we're strong. It's great that antidote grass sells well, and you contribute to the local economy. Yeah, that's a scheme they got going on, a pyramid scheme, if you would. North of here are the Safaro Desert Ruins. There's a rumor that a girl wearing a hat and holding an earthen doll is wandering around them. I think that girl is the Earth Spirit gnome. I'd like to get acquainted with her and receive some of the power of Earth. Well, good luck with that. You have to beat her first. Oh, you are a mage. You're not just a mage, you're a succubus. It looks like. A lucky man. According to ancient documents, spirits have imparted their power to humans. It's my dream to acquire their power. It's not so easy to acquire the power of spirits. They can be empty-headed, but they're hard to beat. It's quite difficult to be acknowledged by spirits, you know? I got beat up, though. All because we ganged up on you and beat your butt. That wasn't fair! Knock. This is Granduer's Garrison. I have been dispatched here from Sabasa. The Grand Theater is being occupied, but unfortunately we can't do anything about it. Saki-chan! Be careful around Godfather's mansion. After all, he's a man staying at the top of the Mafia world. That said, the security around here is great. The entire Mafia acts as meek as lambs around that house. The Mafia's emperor who'd shut up any villain, huh? Interesting. Saki-chan seems to have left for... That hasn't happened yet! Saki-chan seems to have left for a tour throughout the world. I need to quit being a soldier and travel around the world as well. Yeah, there was a cue there that was missed, because that hasn't happened yet. There's nothing abnormal happening in this town. Well, there are some trivial incidents, like the Grand Theater being taken over, but what we need to be vigilant of is the Mafia's boss, Godfather. Saki-chan! Isn't the mental contamination really as serious here? In a few more months, we'll be having the Gnome Festival. You have to make a big gnome bread. Actually, it'll be my first time participating in a Gnome Festival. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm on break, so I'm snatching some food. I'll steal some food too. Whoa, this tastes so bad! It's cause they're long-lasting rations. In exchange for being long-lasting, they taste terrible. We're envied by other soldiers for being stationed in this town. It's filled with entertainment. This is a really good town. That's a sheep who's made her city debut. I don't feel like going back to the pastures. Oh, Mithril Spear Plus, nice. The soldier fell from his bed, sleeping in a weird posture. Alright. You want to register as a guild member? Oh, if you need a blacksmith, then go to the guy next to me. These are our blacksmith guild's headquarters. Of course, we're doing smithing work here. What we got? We'll deal with all of this later. Came to investigate the legendary blacksmith, but the Blacksmith Guild has no documents on him. I'm starting to doubt his existence. However, I'll seek out that legendary blacksmith. I will also ask him! Craftsman's necklace, nice. There's a shortage of both iron and mithril. The material market's going to change significantly. I wonder if Master is able to work properly. Well, he's able to make iron equipment, so he must have an iron lamp of his own. We keep getting orders from Granduer. It must be because they're in the middle of a fierce war. By the way, there's no orders at all from their opponent, Granduer. A few years ago, the flow of orders itself was interrupted. Looking at the armor orders, you can roughly determine any kingdom's intentions. Orders are the Blacksmith Guild's important secrets. So no talking to some travelers, you damn oafs!
Secrets will leak out in a place like this, won't they? This is the worst environment for keeping secrets.
That's exactly what they've been doing. Plenty of orders came from Sabasa all at once. Are they preparing another troop for an expedition? Indeed they are. We got many orders from the military, so we're postponing small-scale trade. These are troubling times, aren't they? Some call us merchants of death. But it's not like weapons kill people by themselves. However, there are those who get drunk on weapons' power and cause unnecessary harm to others. Us blacksmiths wish for our weapons to be used for a just purpose.
Indeed!
The Blacksmith Guild has many non-human members. They are mostly dragonkin, kitsune, and fairies. Of course, there's no problem as long as you have a certain level of skill. The Blacksmith Guild doesn't discriminate between races.
That makes me happy! Actually, we're also members of the Blacksmith Guild.
I'm the guild leader's pupil and all, but skills are godlike compared to mine. And even he can't hold a candle to a legendary blacksmith. That guy's gotta just be an urban legend, right?
I've heard the rumors as well. It does sound like a legend. I wonder if he really exists, though.
Orange stone. It's about time I got a new helmet made. A helmet that'd make me popular with girls would be nice.
There's no way such a convenient helmet exists, is there? Would you like for your wish to come true?
Eh? You'll make me popular with girls?
No. I'll give you a cool helmet.
That's what you meant? If you're going into battle, big function. If you're going to flirt, big fashion. Which I guess that is essentially a type of battle, and in that case, fashion has a function. So yeah, if you're going to battle, pick function. There's only a few women among blacksmiths. I guess female blacksmiths just aren't a thing, huh?
I'm a female blacksmith too! And that's making it a thing!
And would basically all monster blacksmiths be female? I guess you mean specifically human female blacksmiths. Of course, the guild leader is a top-tier blacksmith. He's retired from active service, though, and no longer uses his hammer. He's a friendly guy. You should talk with him. He's in the next room. Unfortunately, the best of their trade often get promoted up to where they're only doing managerial work, and then they sometimes get promoted even further and start sucking at their job because they're good at doing the work and not good at managerial work. Hey, I'm the head of the Blacksmith Guild. I'm also the #1 blacksmith in the world. Is what I would like to say. I'm actually #2 in the world. Best blacksmith is a younger disciple of my master. He was a genius ever since he was an apprentice to our master. I can't even hope to reach his level. He immediately mastered the techniques of our mentor, and then went out on a journey. He's the guy known as the legendary blacksmith Randolph.
I'd like to meet the legendary blacksmith. Where is he now? I've heard of him from Tamamo. She said that the world's best blacksmith isn't one of the dragon kind, but a human. I thought she was joking, to think it was the truth.
Ever since he left our mentor, he's been traveling all over. I wonder what he's doing now. Maybe he reached the very pinnacle of blacksmithing skills somewhere in the world and died happy. That's the kind of genius he was.
I would certainly like to acquire weapons made by a blacksmith. I guess there's nothing we can do if he's missing.
He overlaps with the timing of the catastrophe. Because of that, I can't trace his whereabouts within my memory. The adventure would become easier if we had acquired weapons made by him. What a great shame. Yep. Saving him for part 3. You'll get meteor equipment. Bell pepper.
When you win a battle effing 15 times, you receive a job change-up. You can then do the BF for job. Those 15 victories must be acquired against different opponents. Even if you defeat the same opponent 15 times, it only counts 1 victory. To test it, I made a man finish 15 times. Well, he fainted and I didn't receive the item, so my info is solid.
Well, lucky guy.
I admire Saki-chan's way of life. She hijacks the stage and does concerts day after day. Rather than slowly rising up the ranks, isn't it better go big all at once? As I thought, in this world it's go big or go home. I think Saki-chan is practicing a lot behind the scenes. Both her dancing and singing are great.
Yep, and she writes her own songs as it turns out. Yes, the man married to a cactus girl. I somehow managed to get a house in Grandeur. It's a very small house, though. Hey, with being an entertainment district, I'm sure even then the rent is too damn high. Or at least the house payments are too damn high. I work hard and buy a more splendid house, and then I have cute children.
Oh my, how wonderful. I also need to find a splendid husband. I do not mind a home as small as this one. A house that's too large is difficult to clean. My, a fellow cactus. I see you married a human. How wonderful.
Indeed, indeed. Saki-chan! Ding! We're comrades who got acquainted attending Saki-chan's concerts. Since we go to her concerts together every evening, we share a room in here. You got your bunk beds for it, too. Saki-chan! Ding! I'm from the countryside. I had my heart stolen by Saki-chan, and now I live here. 4 of us cooperate to cover living expenses and ticket fees. Saki-chan! Now, let's finish my part-time job for today. Wait for me, Saki-chan! I'll come to see you tonight! Pizza? Saki-chan! We can't live alone, but with the 4 of us, we can somehow manage. I'm in charge of cooking and housework. I'm useless when it comes to lifting heavy things. Do you even lift, bro? Alright. Ah. Yes. Aha. I'm a weapons merchant, but I'm not selling anything for the time being. Everything is being sold to the kingdoms for the war effort, and the spy can't keep up. Honestly, I don't like making money on war between humans. I think my money to be used for self-defense. A weapon is the user's heart and soul! I'm happy that our business is prospering, but seeing the war grow worse pains my heart. It's a complex matter, isn't it? When I grow up, I'll also become a weapons merchant, and I'll make an exclusive contract with the legendary Blacksmith. Dream big, boy, dream big. Alright. The Dawn Father's house. He's quietly standing in a corner, like a watchdog. Rosso's request, the usual. A horse-drawn carriage with a bomb. Whoops! You didn't overhear that, did you? It's better if you didn't. Not hearing what should not be heard is a maid's duty. What on earth are they plotting, I wonder? It's a little bit of terrorism. Your way of doing things is unrefined. Indeed. 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 Very unrefined. Indeed. Very unrefined. So you have a connection to Elka. Don't worry. Elka is also affiliated with Father. After all, Father is the Underworld's emperor. There's none who can stand against him. Wow! He's more amazing than Dawn! I'm shocked! Alright, let's Whenever war happens, this occupation has a shortage of manpower. It's 'cause hot-blooded folks join the army. You may be surprised, but I'm a university graduate. You can't get this far without comprehension of economics. I keep all the accounting in my head. If I put it on paper, it could become evidence.
I see. Oops, I should have learned stuff like that.
That's definitely impossible for me. Yeah, you're a pure musclehead. Just a casual gun in the drawer. Don't mind if I yoink it, do you? Godfather is upstairs. Be polite, or else. Ooh, small metal. I'll take it. Here you go. Canned cat food for you.
Give me canned food.
I got nothing for you. It can't be helped. You can have one. The puppy dog eyes treatment, huh?
Meow meow.
Yeah! Hey! I'm in the middle of an important conversation right now. Ah, it's alright. They're from Elka's place. Oh, Elka companies. Please, keep it a secret that I was here. I have my own standing. Too late for that. It's not like that, Your Holiness. This is... There's no need to explain. We have already investigated you. No way. I guess I'll need to talk to you without him. Yeah, alright, I get it. You properly disposed of evidence, right? Yes, of course. I recovered it all. Now, what evidence are you talking about? Your Holiness! That isn't... I'm... You're guilty as sin, shall I say? I'm in charge of the prostitution industry, and my colleagues say that I exploit women. But do you know how much the percentage of venereal disease has decreased ever since I took charge of it? 0! Because Ilias wiped out all sexually transmitted diseases. If you leave prostitutes to themselves, venereal diseases spread, and they themselves shorten their lifespans a great deal. They are splendid goods, and we manage them. That's why saying that we abuse prostitutes is just unjustified criticism. You called them goods, literally objectifying them.
Are you trying to say it's a necessary evil? That's a very selfish thesis.
There's nothing wrong with prostitution. The fact that it's illegal in so many places is just plain weird. It's the oldest profession. It needs the respect it deserves. We don't use drugs. The only thing we deal with are regular herbs. That's Godfather's policy. Godfather's decisions are rules of this world. Good. No drugs. That makes the criminal mastermind of this world better than most people in this world. This town's casino is under my jurisdiction. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, very much. I haven't gotten to it yet. Oh, I snuck off on my own. Oh, well, that explains why we're having a huge deficit in our funds that wasn't accounted for.
My apologies.
Villains are all over the place. No wonder this occupation won't disappear.
Not hearing anything in here is one of my duties. If it's for this exceptional pay, I shall close my eyes and ears. That's a maid's spirits, right?
Yeah, usually their part of their job is to turn a blind eye to what their masters do.
I thought that serving in the Mafia's Emperor's own house would fill my life with bullets flying all over. That never happens, not at all. It's somewhat anticlimactic. Godfather, too, is a calm and gentlemanly person.
Indeed he is. Sausage. Alright, before we go up... You may pass.
Try laying out your hands on me and it will end badly for you. I think that I might fall for a man with such guts.
Yep. Lazarus and Merlin got a bimbo that they apparently share. Oxrod. Are you using that on her ass in that bed? Huh? And here we have Merlin, who also survived from the Underworld. Nice to meet you for the first time. I am Godfather Merlin.
So gentlemanly!
Coercion and intimidation are left to my subordinates, seeing as how I do not engage in such activities.
Still, to think the boss of the Underworld is in the Sabasa region. Well done managing to escape the former king of Sabasa's sight. However, for the Mafia's Emperor to be in the land of Sabasa, impressive that you were able to escape the former king of Sabasa's sight.
Just like a coin has a front and a back, so too does human society. The former king of Sabasa understood that very well too. Here, where there is light, there is always shadow. Are you saying that the former king left the Mafia alone? No, I swear on the former king's honor that he didn't go that far. The villains aren't so easy to get rid of. After all, evil is a fundamental human emotion. You, I, and everyone else harbor evil to some extent. If you were to try to wholly force evil out of society, it would impose a huge strain. The former king of Sabasa was aware of that. Furthermore, uncontrolled evil is more dangerous than controlled evil. The king understood society very well. Well, he probably also considered that a failed attempt to crush our organizational forces deeper underground would make us harder to monitor. His Majesty, it is a shame we lost such a great man. Now, especially with the flames of war on our doorstep, this country could have used him. I don't think Father would be delighted to have a Mafia boss mourn him. Whoops, I shouldn't involve you travelers and I'll talk. Please, stop by again. I'll sure to treat you to some delicious Darjeeling tea. Yeah, he's hurrying us along because Lazarus's back is starting to hurt. They're gone now. Damn! It was hard holding my breath and staying quiet in such a tight spot. The sight of you crawling under a desk like that was quite a rare treat. You don't got rub it in, old man. My apologies. Actually, I was sweating bullets myself there. I met Luca and Sonia when they were children, but they apparently didn't recognize me. Of course they did. What was that? Back before they could even talk, wasn't it? Indeed. Well, that's enough reminiscing for today. Let's get back to business, Godfather. Hey now, old man. We heard that! Or the characters did, at least.
I saw Fuma shurikens in the item shop in Sabasa. I want to stock them in my shop too. I've been going to Sabasa. Speak to my shuriken supplier.
If I remember right, he has Ruma on the ground floor of the Ilias Temple.
Hi, it's me, Vanilla. Is it possible for you to make Fuma shurikens?
Those are rather elaborate weapons. It might be a bit difficult to make those as a hobby.
I think we can work something out. Of course, I'm planning to make it worth your while.
Vanilla negotiates an arrangement with Ruma. The business experience she's gained so far really shows. Yes, then I accept. I'll start making Fuma shurikens for you.
Thank you very much. I look forward to dealing with you more in the future.
Vanilla can now sell Fuma shurikens at her shop.
I can sell all the usual items on the counter, but I'm not stopping there.